Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of our home renovation journey. Today's a pretty hectic one. We started off with a round of cleaning since the floor protection was removed, but the tiles were still covered in dust. We'll share more on why that happened in a future episode, but for now let's just say it wasn't part of the plan. Since the air quality in the house was really bad and our sensitive noses couldn't take it anymore, we decided to unbox one of our new Dyson Big and Quiet Formaldehyde Purifier. We went with the gold and blue color combi, which we absolutely love. In fact, we got two units, one for the living room and one for the master bedroom. The purifier supposedly covers up to 100 square meters and claims to remove formaldehyde, so we are putting it to the test. We'll report back after using it for a few weeks and let you guys know if it really works. Here's the PM 2.5 readings after just 15 minutes. Pretty impressive results so far. Besides formaldehyde and PM 1 to 10 particles, it also detects and removes a whole range of other pollutants. We'll dive deeper into that in another video if anyone is interested, so leave a comment and let us know. Right after the quick cleanup and a quick bite for breakfast, the day really kicked off. Our digital lock installer arrived to set up the locks. We went with the lock-in V5 Max for our main door and the V3 for the metal gate. We will share more in a future video. Not long after, the plumbing team came by to install the storage heater, toilet bowls, electric washlets, rain shower accessories and taps. We are super excited because it means we can finally start using the toilet at home instead of making trips to the nearest mall. And as if that wasn't enough going on, the TV installation team also showed up, much earlier than expected. That makes 3 teams working in the house at the same time. And just like any good renovation story, something always goes wrong. The floor trap that came with our Toto toilet bowl didn't fit, even though our ID had assured us after we had double and triple checked everything with him for compatibility. That definitely gave us a bit of scare. Luckily, the plumbing team came to the rescue with spare floor traps that could fit perfectly. It was a really close call and could have delayed our entire toilet installation. Just doing a quick test here to make sure the TV is all set up and working as it should. We then had an unexpected surprise. The Sintered stone team showed up later that day, even though our ID had told us that the installation would be delayed. It was really frustrating because we had originally planned to install our water dispenser and coffee machine filter that day, but postponed it to the following weekend after being told of the delay. If we had known that the stone was still arriving on that day, we could have stuck to the original schedule, especially since those installations were set for later that evening. Just one of those moments where a bit more communication would have made a big difference. Oh, and did I mention, our sofa was delivered on the same day too. So here's a quick look at us testing out all its function to make sure everything is working properly before wrapping it back up. After the Sintered stone team left, the plumbers came in to work on installing the kitchen sensor taps. We are not entirely sure if using silicone to seal them was the best approach, but at this point, we just trusted the team and hoped they had the experience to make the right call. 1 week later, we are back, this time moving our coffee machine over to the new house on a Friday evening to get ready for the coffee filter installation the next day. Here's a quick sneak peek at the completed kitchen island and our sensor taps from Reno. We'll be sharing more details in our upcoming home tour video, so stay tuned. And if you have been enjoying our Reno journey, don't forget to subscribe. Most of our viewers aren't subscribed yet, and it really helps us out. Plus, you'll get notified as soon as our latest video drops. Anyway, we noticed that the deadbolt locking mechanism on our main door wasn't installed correctly. It's supposed to let us lock the door from the inside to prevent anyone from entering, even if they have access to the digital lock. So we had to reach out to the vendor again and arrange for the installer to come back and fix it. The next morning, Vert Lighting's technician came by to complete the programming for our smart lights. They are smart lights, but to be honest, we won't use most of the smart features except for the occasion times where we want to adjust the light temperature to a cooler white. Here we are measuring the cutout and taking a video for our coffee filter installer just to make sure everything is in place. And if it's not, at least they will have enough time to prepare the right tools and equipment to get it sorted during the installation. Our AOS bath storage heater has also been installed. The control panel lets us set the water temperature and choose how frequently the tank should be refilled and heated. We will also share more details about this in our upcoming home tour video. The water dispenser installer arrived later that morning, and here's some footage we captured during the installation process. In case you're wondering, we got our dispenser from M-Glow. It's the Contour 7-flow model, which features a 4-stage water filter and dispenses ambient, cold and hot water. We also reminded our ID to make sure that the glass backsplash was installed before the coffee machine and filter installation that afternoon. While we didn't specify the type of glass to use, our ID picked out this beigey backsplash, which ended up matching our theme perfectly, so credit where credit's due. The water dispenser installation is complete, and now we are flushing the system to clear out any sediments and impurities from the filter. This helps ensure the water we drink is clean and fresh. It's always a good idea to do a thorough flush after a new installation or when replacing the filters. The water flow looks pretty weak here, but that's normal since the filters are still filling up. It should return to normal shortly. And here is how the water flow actually looks. Pretty decent, right? Our toilet doors are finally being installed. We originally wanted fluted glass but ended up choosing frosted glass instead since it fits better with the overall look and feel of our home. This Regal sensor tab features 2 side sensors and 1 in the middle. Activating either of the side sensor allows water to flow continuously until it's triggered again to stop. The middle sensor, on the other hand, automatically stops the water once your hands or an object move out of its sensing range. There's also a manual lever as a backup, so if the power goes out or the sensor fails, we can still use the tab as per normal. Our kitchen sink comes with hot and cold water settings, so we decided to run additional hot water pipes to both taps to fully utilize that feature. It also let us make better use of our 50-litre storage heater since it's usually just me using it for showers. But now we can also use hot water for rinsing cups, light cleaning and washing off oily hands. We did the same for our bathroom taps as well. The kitchen glass backsplash installation is mostly completed, except for this small section where they missed the measurement. So they will get it rectified next week. We are thinking of using the backsplash as a whiteboard to jot down notes or recipes, but we will test out how practical that is once we have moved in. This will also be our first time using an induction stove, so fingers crossed it goes well. Our hood, microwave and oven are also installed and ready to go. Most of the kitchen appliances you saw in this video, the hood, hob, microwave and oven, are all from Whirlpool. Here's a quick progress update for the common toilet. The addition of the frosted glass door really adds to the cozy vibe, especially with the warm lighting shining through. Our Toto toilet bowl is fully installed and ready for use. It comes with the usual soft closing lid, which is great for preventing water from splashing during a flush. Now let's talk about the electric washlet features. There are options for a real wash using a constant stream or an oscillating spray where the water wand moves back and forth to cover a wider area. There's also a female-friendly front wash setting and of course a built-in dryer and odor remover function to keep the toilet fresh at all times. You can adjust the wand position, water pressure, water temperature, and even the seat heating level to your preference. One of the biggest highlights is also the auto-sanitization of the water wand before and after each use, an essential feature for maintaining hygiene. P.S. This isn't sponsored, but we wish it was. For the rain shower, we decided to go with this gunmetal for both toilets. It comes with a rain shower head and built-in temperature controls, perfect for both comfort and aesthetics. Finally, we are down to the last agenda of the day. Our coffee machine and filter installer arrived later in the afternoon as they were tied up with an event earlier. The coffee filter setup uses a 2-stage filtration system compared to the 4-stage filter we have for our water dispenser. Now, some of you might be wondering, why not just use the filtered water from the dispenser? Well, the 4-stage filter essentially strips all minerals from the water, making it too clean for an espresso machine. Over time, this can lead to corrosion and damage the internal components. Plus, the lack of minerals can actually affect the taste of your espresso, making it less full-bodied. Of course, there's a whole different ballgame when it comes to pour-over coffee, but we'll save that for a future video. If you're a fellow coffee lover, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on our upcoming coffee-focused content. Before moving into our new home, we were using the hang-on back water tank for our espresso machine. It wasn't the most convenient setup and we had to top up the tank before each use and empty it right after to avoid attracting ants, which actually did happen once when they treated it like their personal water point. Now that it's plumbed directly to a water inlet, all we need to do is to turn on the machine, let it heat up and it's ready to go. Super convenient. We initially wanted to connect the drainage to the main drain pipe as well, but the installer advised against it as the drain pipe is only the size of a standard 16mm hose and over time sediments from coffee and milk could cause clogging. So we took the advice and decided to manually empty the drip tray instead. The installer was also kind enough to help us replace the steam wand tube as we noticed that the Cool Touch steam wand was losing its cool to touch ability. Lo and behold, we spotted some water spots or potential mold spots which indicated that there might indeed have been micro spots in the tubing due to wear and tear. With the installation completed, this is how our coffee counter looks like with the espresso machine and grinder in place. Not the full look yet of course, as there are still many more equipment that we have yet to bring over. In the next episode, we'll share more about the finishing touches from our curtain and seat blind installation to some of the defects we spotted. Alright, that's it for this episode. If you enjoy our Reno and coffee related content, do remember to like, share and subscribe. Bye!